It's Bourbon Night. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah.
And it's LE season, limited edition season. What do we have in front of us here, Sarah?
We have Parker's Heritage Heavy Char Rye Whiskey.
Heavy Char. So what's so heavy about it? Is it the music they play for it?
It's a heavy
metal?
They just blast heavy metal. No, but some people do that.
That's the thing.
So this is a level 5 char in a barrel. I thought that it only went up to 4.
Well, you normally only hear about 4.
Correct.
Some say they go up to level 7.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn it to 11.
Yeah, turn it to 11.
So, go ahead.
Pause for cork pop. Very nice.
Level 5 char is a full 90 seconds. So their normal char level is a level 3, which is 40 seconds. So this is a full 50 seconds more of char. And so that just like exposes more of the oak right underneath and allows the bourbon to, or the rye in this case, to interact more deeply with the wood.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure can pull out some different notes. I don't know that I've ever had a level 5 char.
Yeah, well, I hear from a lot of other distilleries that number 4, the alligator char, is the most popular. They're saying, at least for their rye, that it's number 3. But yeah, we shall see. But 90 seconds, a minute and a half, that's a pretty good amount.
It's a pretty good amount. This is a 51% rye.
Barely legal rye.
8 years and 9 months on the 7th floor. 789.
So it's up there in the hottest spot of the warehouse. You're
Why is 6 afraid of 7, Chad?
789?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to do it. I had to do it. Yeah, so it's got, this extra char. It's 8 years old. It's up there on a higher floor, so it's getting more of those heat fluctuations.
And hotter heat than like the bottom floor. Right. Huh, okay. Well, let's see what we got going here. Oh, wow. Fruit. Yeah, that's, delicious boozy fruit. Hello.
I mean, and I definitely get the wood and the char notes, too.
Oh, what a bouquet, right?
Yeah. Wow. Golly, it just smells so good.
Golly gee.
Golly gee, you guys.
Golly gee willikers, this smells good.
There's some clove in there.
Clove.
But it's real nice and light.
Baking spice in there. The wood, the char. Oh, man, this smells...
It smells like a
delicious.
Drink. I want to drink it.
Now, is it $150 worth? Because that is the MSRP.
It is.
Let's find out right now. Wow. 100 and what proof?
What?
105.
Oh, that packs a punch for 105.
Oh.
Now, it is my first sip and of anything that high today, and it is a rye, so I'm gonna go back in for that second taste before I give too much. But
a barely legal.
The mouthfeel is great. I think it's really nice. And when I turned the glass back, I got a rush of the allspice. More so, like I was trying to be aware of how that like dialed up.
Yeah.
And it kind of just like as I tipped it here, it was like with the allspice. This is perfect. At the time of this filming, it is the end of October, and this is perfect, I think.
Yes.
So nice.
I'm going to take that segue, talking about the end of October, to tell you about wedgwoodrings.com. They're our Cork Pop sponsor for this show. Through this month of October, you can enter in Bourbon Night 10, that coupon code, to get 10% off your order. Wedgwood Rings is where I got my wedding ring. They have a lovely selection of rings there. I have a barrel head on the inside of my ring.
That you sent in, custom.
That I sent in. You can send yours in, or they have staves there from different bourbon distilleries, scotch distilleries, whiskey distilleries, so on and so forth. So check them out. We just have a little bit time left in October to use that coupon code Bourbon Night 10 to get 10% off of your order at wedgwoodrings.com. But no, as you said, we are in October. It's getting into more of that. You want a nice bourbon coat on, or rye coat
when
in
it's
this
chilly
case.
outside.
When it's chilly.
Yeah, and like
and
those.
This is doing it.
And there's something about just like fall colors and crisp air that make me want a rye. I think it's because it does
Foliage?
makes a little campfire in your chest,
heart.
in your heart. It warms you right up. So even though this is like 105, I wouldn't normally consider that, like, it'll get you a little warm, but it doesn't normally like go straight to the Kentucky hug, and this really did.
Yes, it has this wave of the baking spices that you were talking about. the rye, the barrel. It's deep. I mean, that's really just the only way I can describe it. It's deep and rich.
It really is that deep char. You can taste it on the finish. I think that comes with, I wouldn't call it bitter, but I think you do get a little bit more on the finish. You can tell the char. It is bitter is not the right word, but I don't know if there is a word for what I'm trying to say.
I know where you're coming from though, because this does kind of have a chocolate note, and if you're comparing
like a bitter
the
chocolate.
chocolateness of it, yeah, I think it's kind of like that bitter, like that baking chocolate.
Chocolate.
That baking chocolate.
That unsweetened chocolate.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, I get that. It really hangs around. It's now starting to give me that hug.
So many hugs.
So many free hugs. Free hugs.
Yeah.
Well, $150 hugs.
Hugs, not drugs.
There you go. Sticking in the mouth, sticking on the tongue, but still going down here for that hug in the chest. What an experience.
I think the mouthfeel is amazing.
It's an exceptional mouthfeel.
I'm gonna allow that one.
Exceptional mouthfeel.
Yes. There we go.
Now we did taste this previously.
Yeah, on Perry's podcast. This is
had
my
a
Bourbon
little
podcast.
sample.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he let us try it. We were doing a podcast with him, and one of our things that we tasted was this, along with some other limited editions. Now it is limited edition season, Chad, and as you mentioned,
it is. Now they kind of, I was reading on, I think it was Breaking Bourbon, about the specs on this, and they estimate it to be between 15 and 20,000 bottles. So it is, definitely limited.
Right, but not as limited as some, where you get in like the under 5,000.
Correct, yeah. But this is the 13th release of the Parker's Heritage line, and since Parker Beam was taken by ALS, they are donating a portion of the proceeds to the ALS Foundation. So that's always good. I mean, it does hurt to pay the LE prices in today's market, being 2019, but it's good to know that some of that is going to a worthy cause.
That's true. Yeah, so if it's between this and something else, like you can at least have that warm and fuzzy from that. Also, a lot of people are like, oh, everybody's doing limited edition everything now, nothing special. I hear you. I think what's cool about this is that they are doing something a little bit different with the heavy char rye. And, it's still a solid age.
Solid proof.
Solid proof, right? Like, there's a lot of interesting things going on with this bottle where if you're making selections about what type of LE, if you're going to go after anything, I think this one has got a few selling points on it that maybe some of just the repeat releases of other years of other products might not. People keep asking, will we do a side-by-side of this and the Wild Turkey Cornerstone Rye? And the truth is, I think that we'll probably do it on a live sometime soon.
I mean, I would love to do that.
Because people are like, which one should I have? They're both 150 to 175. So which one should I go after? And the answer is I don't know right now.
Yeah.
But this is pretty dark. I mean, they're both really good.
So I think they extrapolated that bottle count based on this. It says consisting of 75 barrels. So 75 barrels is all that they did of this. So this has 14% malted barley in that mash bill as well. 41% rye, 51% rye. Math is hard.
To make it legal.
And 35% corn. So, it is almost like a high rye bourbon. But wow. I mean, I just haven't tasted anything like this in a while.
Yeah, I really like the balance of it, but it still brings some of those rye notes. They're just like really delicate and subtle.
Oh man, I finished it.
Yeah, you did. Well, I was gonna say, like, it's 105. Did you want to put a drop of water in it, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh man.
Let it sit for a hot second, and by that I mean like 10 minutes,
yeah.
15, 20, depends on what we get distracted by.
Exactly. As we wait for this water to kind of mingle in, we want to tell you about whiskyambitions.com. It's our home on the internet. That's where you can buy t-shirts such as this Bourbonnight shirt, other shirts, Glencairn's, water glasses. Thank you, Vanna. Challenge coins, including the new Texas challenge coin, which is now out there. It's batch 2. It's all about Texas. We're going to go all over the United States with those challenge coins.
Yeah.
That is whiskyambitions.com.
Oh, and you can become a patron at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight. I forgot my line. We do, polls. We do just community posts, share some insider info. But we do patron-only podcasts, and it's just a really great community to be a part of. So that's it. It's patreon.com/itsbourbonnight. Jeez.
Wow. Hey, it works.
It does
this
work.
Whiskey works. All right. Be back in 10 minutes. All right, 10 minutes later, let's see what these 5 drops of water have done.
Ooh, I stuck my nose too far in there.
I mean, still an amazing nose, but
Yeah,
it's
a slightly lighter, slightly sweeter.
It is,
Just opened it up a little bit.
It did, as it's supposed to.
I'm getting more fruit now.
Yeah.
More of that fruit sweet.
I'm getting, more sweetness.
Which is
for
like,
sure.
I'm not getting that at all on the palate, so that's interesting.
All right.
Brought some sweetness out.
It did.
I think it makes the front end of the palate a lot lighter. And it kind of not killed the finish, but it really halted it.
It did. It seems to be bringing in more of like a cinnamon now.
Yeah, and
Less
I lost
wood.
that less of that bitter chocolate,
Yeah.
which might be nice to some people. I kind of liked it. It was interesting, and I liked
I think that might be starting to come in on the back end.
just a little
as
bit,
it
but
rolls into the finish.
it hampers it down.
It does.
But yeah, I lost that hug.
I lost that love and feeling.
Yeah.
Whoa, that love and feeling.
Bring back
That
no?
love. No, okay. I mean, it's great. I think this would be a good one considering the heavy char to play with different amounts of water. Maybe pour this over a big ice cube and let it slowly melt and sip on it and see what that does. Push come to shove, I'm probably just gonna drink this neat
Yep.
without the water, but still really good with it.
Yeah, I agree. I would stick with the neat on
Yeah.
this one.
Keep it neat.
Keep it neat. Y'all.
Keep it neat. Keep it classy.
All right, so as we said, 150
150 MSRP.
limited.
LE once a year release in
And it's different every year.
It is, yeah. It changes. There's been we had the malt, wasn't even a bourbon, just
Yeah,
we had a malt whiskey. I think last year's was an 11-year-old
Curacao.
bourbon.
Oh yeah, you're right. And the
Yeah.
year before that was the Curacao or something
Believe-
like
or
that.
flip flop. I don't know. Who knows?
I didn't keep up.
Not us. We don't know.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give it a recommend. And I say this because when I had the orange Curacao finished, I said nope.
You said no.
I said nope.
You said nope, right?
I said nope. Was not for me. But that's also not really in my wheelhouse. I don't tend to like those orange influences.
finish, sure.
It kind of reminds me of medicine sometimes.
Yeah.
That one was a divisive bottle. Some people loved it, some people hated it.
Correct.
To find this one, this interesting char, like I said, it's just so quality. I really like it.
Yep.
I would get another bottle if they re-released it.
And I have to say, I like this. We haven't had a whole lot of the Parker's Heritage. Just sort of like in the last few years. The 11-year bourbon, I like this better than the bourbon. I do like it better than the Curacao. And definitely better than the malt. Malt's kind of
Well,
not in our wheelhouse either. But 150. This is going, I think, in the 2019 running for best of.
I agree.
Definitely on the short list for best rye of 2019. Maybe just best if we branch out and do just best whiskey of 2019 instead of bourbon.
Well, the awards will do best rye.
Well, the awards,
Yeah,
sure,
just
but I'm
best-
talking about
best and fest, right?
best and fest. I give it a recommend as well. I know 150 is steep. I always say if you don't play in that category, then don't rush out and buy a bottle because you're just not playing in that category, and that's fine. There's plenty of other whiskeys, and go ahead and say, why would I pay that when I could get X bottles of X for
When I could get three bottles of Pikesville rye,
for
why would I buy? That's
right.
fine.
So that's fine,
I
and
like Pikesville.
and we'll never argue you on that. But if you do play in this arena, I give it the thumbs up. I say this is delicious stuff. Approved.
Approved.
Yeah.
And bonus.
Furthermore.
When we were having a taste of this at Perry's for the first time, I did request to try the Pikesville side by side.
Oh yeah.
I've never
Don't do that.
been so sad about Pikesville. It was
Yeah, maybe don't do that.
Yeah, maybe I don't recommend it. Don't do them side by side. This is just KO.
Just love your Pikesville when you're having your Pikesville.
And love this when
And
you're
love
having
this when you're having this.
But don't put
don't put them together.
It'll change you.
It's ugly.
Don't do it.
It'll change you. It'll make you think. All right.
I think that's enough said. But you know how much I love Pikesville, and if I'm saying that,
Enough said.
it means something.
All right, so if you're new to the channel, you can click right up here to subscribe. We also have some suggestions of other videos down here to click. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Okay, until next time, drink more rye.